At first glance, Raum looks like your average video game demon brute. We've seen this guy back in 1993 in the original Doom game and all of its subsequent sequels, but should we blame Hi-Rez for that? In my opinion, demons are a bit overused, and it takes a lot of effort and creativity to design a demon character that actually has personality. So far, Hi-Rez has done a great job with Demonette Maeve, Soul Eater Genos, and Infernal Ceres. However, they dropped the ball with Raum. There's nothing unique about Raum, and for me, the guy looks like your standard mini-boss in a generic demon shooter game. Having the originality issues out of the way though, the skin itself is very well made. The effects are great, textures are high definition, the model's high poly, detailed, and well polished. Whoever made the 3D model of this character spent a lot of time drawing those little details that make the skin interesting. The dominant colors are crimson red and metallic, the tiny bit of ivory and yellow contrast very well with the main colors and highlight some of the details that would otherwise be hard to notice. All in all, the champion looks intimidating and brutal. You really don't want to mess with this guy. It'd be unfair for me to say that Vanilla Raum is a low effort model. It deserves a solid 8 out of 10, even though it lacks personality. Raum wields a daddy-sized minigun that was forged in the fiery depths of the abyss. You'd expect that minigun to unleash a rain of fire and death on your enemies every time you press that trigger, right? Well, that's exactly what it does. Raum's minigun feels powerful and devastating. I could shoot that thing all day. The reload animation is very interesting. Rather than reloading the gun, he throws it away and grabs a new one from a portal. The only downside is that the portal takes half of the screen and you can barely see anything while reloading. On the bright side, Raum doesn't actually have to reload that often. Juggernaut is well animated too. Yes, Raum looks clumsy and funny when he sprints, but Raum's one big, heavy, bulky boy. He's not a goddamn ballerina. He doesn't have to be graceful. I mean, he doesn't even have feet. All in all, the animation makes a lot of sense. I just wish he used the blades he has on his minigun to poke people he runs into. When ulting, Raum does the generic stomp the ground and roar type thing that cracks the ground and you can see flames poking out of it. Or are those flames? By ulting, Raum opens a rift to the abyss and the souls of the damned try to grab and damage anyone who gets in the way. That's pretty spooky. I like it. Overall, his animations and FX get a solid 9 out of 10. His voice sounds very cliché, and I would even say cartoonish. Not only that, he also sounds very similar to Abyssal Drogos. You might say, but Mouse, both Abyssal Drogos and Raum are demons. It's okay that they sound similar, but think of this. Every demonic skin has a different voice type. Demonette Maeve sounds very different from Infernal Ceres, and the same can be said about Soul Eater Genos, Brimstone Grok, and Abyssal Drogos. Raum is the first demonic champion that does not have a unique voice type. In brief, the voice pack gets a 5 out of 10. It's not memorable at all, and it sounds exactly like an already existing voice pack in Paladins. I can't rate it lower than that though, simply because despite it being a copy, it does fit the champion, and it does sound like an infernal creature. Overall, Raum's a generic, though well-made champion. He has zero personality, but he makes up for it by having amazing animations and ability effects. His skin's fairly detailed too. I give him a 7.7 out of 10. Those are my thoughts on Raum. What are yours?